Holy shit, guys. This was good. This was good. How's it going, guys? My name is Luis, and we just went to the Ubisoft E3 press conference, and I did not think they would beat Bethesda, but they pretty much freaking hit the nail on the hammer. Their conference has been the very best as of today. We still haven't seen the Sony conference, but Ubisoft has pretty much set the bar at this point. Ubisoft started off the conference on a high note with the reveal of mario+rabbids Kingdom Battle coming to the Nintendo Switch on August 29th. Shout out to the crew Lowercase Dale and Liam Robertson. I never doubted you guys for a second. Miyamoto came on stage and pretty much talked about how he really loved to see the humor of the Rabbids combining with the Mushroom Kingdom setting. The gameplay for mario+rabbids Kingdom Battle is sort of an overworld RPG system where you're exploring the overworld, going through different types of settings, solving puzzles, finding collectible items, but the battle system is what really intrigues me. Originally I thought it would be something like Paper Mario, but it's something much more keen to Fire Emblem in a way, but much more in depth. The gameplay for mario+rabbids Kingdom Battle has you explore an overworld, pretty much looking for different collectibles and items and weapons, while also fighting off enemies in this really interesting new battle system. Originally I would have thought it'd be something like Paper Mario, but instead it's much more keen on being something like Fire Emblem, but much more in depth. Using different types of Nintendo-themed blasters, you're basically fighting off evil rabbits that have been taken over or possessed by this evil presence and making the Mushroom Kingdom amok. The battle system is what intrigues me the most because it's so simple yet so complex in a way. There's a lot of input from the environment and different obstacles in the area. You can take cover, you can take warp pipes, you can sort of cross maneuver different environments to do multiple attacks. It's really intriguing. I'm super excited for it. Didn't think it would look this complex of a battle system, but it really excites me and I'm definitely playing this at E3. Oh, and a little note, Grant Kirkhope, who worked on the Banjo-Kazooie series, pretty much providing all the music to those old Rare N64 games, is making the music for this game too, so that's pretty freaking darn awesome. Also, shout out to the game's creative director who got really emotional while he was at the Ubisoft conference, and that was just really heartwarming. I appreciate that. It was cool. The next gameplay demo was of Assassin's Creed Origins, and it's all in 4K goodness, presumably running either on a high-end PC or on Xbox One X, and it's just more gameplay of something we already saw at the Microsoft conference. What I found particularly interesting was that they didn't announce this during the conference, but online, that they're making an $800 legendary collector's, some sort of other adjective edition version of this game. Only 200 are being made and they're on the Ubisoft store. If for some reason you want to spend $800 on this game, I'll have it linked in the description. But overall, the game looks really awesome, really promising. It definitely shows that this game has been in development for a lot longer than the other Assassin's Creed games, and I think it's one of the few games that actually showcases the power of Xbox One X accurately, so I'm pretty hyped for it. The Crew 2 also got a gameplay reveal showing off different types of vehicles and maps and locations showing off. It's interesting because it's not just cars anymore, it's airplanes, cars, boats, and motorbikes, and off-terrain vehicles. That part sort of excites me. I wasn't super into the original of the Crew, but this one looks intriguing and something I definitely just want to try out. I'm not much of a racing person, but it seems fun, and I'm probably going to pick this one up. After the Crew 2, a new game called Transference got announced. It's a VR game coming out next year with the creative director being Elijah Wood, the voice actor, the dude from Lord of the Rings. That's pretty interesting. I don't really know what to expect from it because we didn't really see any gameplay. It was just sort of like a teaser, if you will. This was one of the lower points of the conference, to be honest. Nothing super interesting, just sort of there. And then it followed off with Just Dance 2018, which again, not a super high note for the conference. We got some sort of live performance, some K-pop in there, which I'm pretty into, but even then I needed the conference, so another low point for the game. It's coming to pretty much everything this generation, even Wii, 360, and PS3, so more Just Dance if you want more Just Dance. Now, Ubisoft brought out the big guns with a brand new IP that didn't get leaked. It's essentially a pirate game called Skull and Bones that combines all the great features you loved about Black Flag into a 5v5 PvP pirate game, and it looks freaking amazing. The game is being developed by Ubisoft Singapore. It's coming out in fall 2018 to PS4, Xbox One, PC, and there's a beta sign up right now. So if you actually go onto Uplay on your PC, or you can go to the website itself, you could sign up for the beta on PS4, Xbox One, or PC. And it looks outstanding. It's a game where you're pretty much fighting to collect the most treasure against another team of pirates. It pretty much looks even more fun than Sea of Thieves, and Sea of Thieves has been demoed for 3 years now. This game's been demoed for about 5 minutes. I'm already way more excited for this game. After that amazing game reveal, we got some gameplay of South Park: The Fractured Butthole. Still a very fun and humorous looking game. The game's coming out in October. It was just pretty much a demo showing off new cutscenes, more dialogue, and it's South Park. It's still funny, it's still enjoyable. I'm so excited for it. What was more surprising was we got an announcement for a new mobile South Park game coming to iOS and Android this year called South Park Bone Destroyer, and it essentially looks like the battle system of Stick of Truth but now on mobile, with all the funny dialogue you'd expect from a South Park game. So I'm excited for this one too. I'm not much of a mobile game person, but I'm picking this one up. It looks funny. After the South Park news, we got the reveal of a brand new game called Starlink Battle for Atlas, and it's coming to Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, all in fall 2018. To accurately describe this game, it sort of looks like No Man's Skies meets Skylanders' creation of bring toys to life, but also you don't need to buy toys to create your own ship. You can just buy digital items too, or find digital items and make your own ship, but you have the option to buy toys and connect them on top of your controller in this weird way to get them to scan into the game. It's really weird looking. We didn't get too much in-depth information about it, but it essentially looks like Skylanders cross No Man's Sky on Switch, Xbox One, and PS4. I feel like I can mess with it. I feel like I want to learn more information about it before I jump into the game, but I'm intrigued to say the least. Now, another new piece of software was announced called Steep Road to the Olympics. To be quite honest with you guys, I don't know if this is DLC to Steep or a standalone game, but it's essentially just the Winter Olympic Games brought into the gameplay of Steep, so you can expect that sometime in the future. Now, this is something I was excited for, more in-depth gameplay of Far Cry 5, showing off what gameplay looks like in the game, and we found out we get a dog buddy. It's pretty darn awesome. He's able to fight off enemies and steal their weapons and bring them to you, and overall the setting looks pretty badass. It's essentially a cult that took over a city, and now everyone in the city is trying to revolt and pretty much escape this whole cult situation. It looks pretty badass. I know there's a lot of controversy with the setting. I don't really give a shit about that. I'm just excited for this game. Gameplay looks solid, dialogue looks funny, and I'm excited to explore America in Far Cry. And finally, the last big reveal of the E3 press conference from Ubisoft was Beyond Good and Evil 2, a prequel to Beyond Good and Evil, the original game. Michael, the creative director of the game, pretty much came on stage, revealed the title, started crying, and everyone else got pretty emotional because it's been a very long time coming for this game's reveal. We didn't get any information about it coming to a specific platform. There was always rumors of it being a Nintendo-supported Switch game, but it looks pretty high-end for it to be a Nintendo Switch game, to be honest. There's also some sort of online beta thing happening with the game that they announced, but at the time of filming this, that page has been shut down because there's too much traffic on the website, so I'll have a link in the description and hopefully it's up by the time this video is done being edited. The cinematic they showed for the game, though, looks pretty outstanding. You see the gruesome parts of the lower ends of the city, I guess the slumps if you will, but then if you go to the outskirts of the city, everything looks like it's being constructed super religious. We didn't really get gameplay, but during the press conference you could see some sort of animations and some sort of gameplay in the background, so that's the closest hint you'll get to Beyond Good and Evil 2 gameplay at the moment. But overall, it was a really great reveal, even without the in-depth gameplay. It's just something I'm excited to finally see get revealed. Can't wait to see more information on it. It looks pretty darn awesome. But that's pretty much everything at the Ubisoft E3 press conference. Let me know what you thought of it in the comment section down below. I'm super excited for everything they announced outside of the whole Just Dance and VR thing. I thought the conference was super solid. A bunch of great information, a bunch of great titles coming out soon, coming out later this year, and then in the future like Beyond Good and Evil 2. I'm super excited for it. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content like this for the recaps as well as content from the show floor later this week, and I'll see you guys in the next one.